Good morning. Hello, my name is Medea. I run Physio4me. I'm a chartered physiotherapist here in Norbury, SW16, and I just wanted to jump on today and explain what a postnatal health MOT is. So this is a service that is specialist to those mums that either have had their babies in the last couple of weeks, or maybe you had it in the last few years and you've not had a chance to see anyone to talk through how your labour was, how your birth was, and how you've been feeling in terms of after that. So with the postnatal health MOT, it's an hour session. It can either be done in the clinic or we can come and see you at home. And it's a thorough assessment which goes through and talks about how your body's feeling now. So we find out how your labour and your birth was, did you have any stitches, how that healing is occurring. We work on areas that you may have concerns about, but we also give you a thorough assessment of the things that we feel are really useful to know having had a baby, just for you to focus on. So one of the key things here is the pelvic floor. So you might have been told that you need to do your pelvic floor now you've had a baby or had baby in the previous few years, and you just don't know how to do it, or you are doing it and you want to check that the technique that you're doing is correct and that it is effective, or you haven't done it for a little while and you feel, oh, maybe actually I'm having a little bit of an issue with my pelvic floor, be it doesn't feel as strong, be it it's giving you a little leak, be it either if you cough, sneeze or jump, or maybe you've gone back to support, CrossFit, running, and actually now it's an issue where it was before it was fine, or maybe you're just going to the toilet regularly, or you're quite conscious of when you need to go to the toilet. And it's kind of affecting your quality of life. So this is a great thing that we can do together. So this can be feeling your pelvic floor and letting you know what's going on from the outside, teaching you the technique. We can also have a look, so we won't touch and we can just have a look, see what's going, get you doing your pelvic floor whilst we watch you and see what's happening internally. And then the third option is actually to do an internal examination. So this is where we can have a real good feel of your pelvic floor muscles from the inside, make sure the technique's right, making sure there's no prolapse or any other concerns in the area that you need to address. And the second aspect is looking at your tummy muscles. Now this is something we tend to focus on quite a lot generally as new mums. We're quite aware that our tummy feels different, whereas our pelvic floor, we may not be used to how it looked before. So giving a comparison, you might feel that that's not comes as easily. Whereas the tummy, you kind of feel actually it's a different shape, it's different clothing I'm wearing, so actually I know it's fine or it's not fine. So what we do is a thorough check of see how your tummy's feeling, the tension, the softness, the muscles working. Is there any gap in terms of in the recti muscles, to see if there's any different exercises that you need to do to help strengthen that and support your back and pelvic floor whilst you do more dynamic exercises, and also just making sure that you are on the right lines with your exercise program, and that doesn't just mean the tummy, it means how your ribs are, how your back is, how your pelvic floor is, how you stand, how you sit, and that brings us on to our posture element. So the posture focuses on exactly those functional things that we do all the time, because it's great having perfect posture for certain things, but it's not just about the perfect posture. It is about constantly moving from one good posture to another good posture. So what that means for you is quite personal. So it's looking at you in that standing, in that sitting position and saying, what are the areas that you need to focus on? And you might find they help with certain aches and pains that you have already, or what it actually will hopefully help with is preventing you getting those aches and pains that you might be establishing now as your role has changed with having the children and doing work or working from home, those kind of things. So that's a nice thorough way to check where you are, so you have an idea of the things that you should be focusing on which are personal to you. So that's a little introduction on what the postnatal health MOT consists of. There are other elements that we personalize to you, but that's our rough kind of outline of what we kind of focus on, to give you some feedback on how you're getting on and areas to focus on and areas that you're doing great on and ones that we want you to carry on with, which is also really important to know. So I hope you found that helpful. Maybe if you know someone who's had a baby recently or has been having aches and pains, and maybe they're due to from when they were pregnant, then please get them in touch with me. I can do home visits, I can do online assessments, and they can come to the clinic in SW16 as well. And it would be great to get the word out and see more mums prioritising their health. See you soon. Bye.